Should you be worried about shark attacks here in Panama City Beach? Watch this video to find out. My name's Mark Miller. I'm a local here in Panama City Beach, and if you're watching this, chances are you heard about recent shark attacks over in Walton County, which border Panama City Beach. If you haven't heard about the shark attacks, I'll give you a brief background. There was 3 people injured off of 2 attacks. The first one was a 45-year-old woman over in Watersound, and then the second one were 2 teens that were swimming in the water over in Seacrest, which is just 4 or 5 miles down the beach. Now, with 3 attacks happening on the same day, it got me thinking, how often are shark attacks here in Florida, and more specifically in Bay County, where Panama City Beach is? To find the answer to this question, I looked at the Florida Museum of Natural History. They have a whole page dedicated to shark attacks. It's called the International Shark Attack File, I believe, but it had worldwide data. For 2023, there was only 69 unprovoked shark attacks, which I thought was pretty low. If you zoom into the US, there was 36 attacks. The next closest country was Australia at 15. And then if you zoom in even further to Florida, we had 16 attacks last year. Now, this site was also great because it broke down what these injured people were doing when they were attacked. 42% were surfing or were on a boogie board, some type of board, and then 39% were swimming or wading in the water. When looking at the historical data for Florida, this website, it had data all the way back to the 1880s. So over the course of roughly 140 years, Bay County has only had 9 reported unprovoked shark attacks here locally. So to me, all things considered, it seems like it's relatively low risk. On this website for Walton County, prior to this past Friday, there was only 1 reported shark attack over that whole span. Another question that came to my mind after hearing this news is, why? Why did the sharks come in this close? And I found 2 potential answers online. One, it was an article that said that these sharks were drawn into the shallows chasing after bait fish that were pulling up there. And then the second one dealt with orcas that were spotted off the coast of Destin about a week ago. And orcas scare off sharks. And online I found an article that said great white sharks, if they see an orca in their territory, they'll leave that territory for up to a year. Maybe it was a factor of both of these, or maybe it was something completely different altogether. I don't really know. So at the end of the day, just be cognizant of any creature swimming in the water, and pay attention to the flag system down here. Bay County and Walton County, they both have their own flag systems, and if you see a purple flag flying, that means there's potentially dangerous marine life in the water. Usually it's jellyfish, but for this past week they've been flying it because of the shark attacks. And then also, if you see double red flags, that means the Gulf is closed. Do not go in the water. The rip current in the surf is way too strong. And to me, the biggest danger around here, it isn't the shark attacks, it's the rip current, and it's real. Every year we hear stories about people drowning because they don't heed these warnings that the counties put out with the flag system. Hopefully you found all this information helpful, and hopefully it didn't scare you off from going in the water. Me personally, I may hold off maybe another week or so, but I know I'll be back in the Gulf soon enough.